Again, I'm back one final time for our last IPA band virtual performance of this school year. Before we get to the music, I'd like to share with you a little story about how we typically end the year with the IPA band. So in a normal year, we would end with our final performance being held on the campus of the University of Indianapolis in the Ruth Lilly Performance Hall. It is a gorgeous space, a wonderful room for our students to get into that was designed for music to be played in. Our gymnasiums are great, don't get me wrong. Love the charm that they have, but being in a space where music is meant to be made, where it was designed to be made, is a really special experience for our students. And it's always one of the highlights of the year, one of the favorite concerts that we have. And I'm looking forward to getting back to that. One of the things that typically I would do at the May concert with the bands is I like to call all of the seniors up to the front of the stage and share some stories about them and just generally sing their praises and tell you all how awesome they are. We haven't had the opportunity to do that over the course of these last couple of years, but I wanted to take this chance to tell you a little bit about our seniors for this year. We have two of them. So our two seniors are Taylor Johnson and Jen Hallquist, and both of these young women are phenomenal students. They've been in the band all through high school and have really, been staples to our program, and we will really miss them in years in the future. They've both been such strong members of our group, such leaders, and it's always hard pushing forward without our seniors, but I know that they're going to go out and do great things. Jen, she started with us her freshman year of high school, so I had her for 4 years. She played on sports teams, and she's always active and a member of National Honor Society and so on and so forth. And she does all of these great things, and she still found time to be in the band and to excel as one of our percussionists. Jen's percussion love is the timpani, which she is great at. She is my go-to timpani player, and if there's a timpani part that's like killer, she's the one that has to have it. So I made sure that throughout this virtual performance series, Jen had the timpani parts, and she had the actual timpani over at the high school to play on for this semester. I have very fond memories of Jen joining us back during her freshman year. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she played strings before she came, but we don't have an orchestra program. We just have the band. So she was very kind to jump over to percussion and share her musical talents with us. She'll definitely be missed, but we know she's going to do great things at Butler next year. Looking forward to seeing all the great things that she does. Our second senior is Taylor Johnson, who is a trumpet player. She has been actually with the school system since her, she's been with me kind of, I'll explain, since 6th grade. So in 6th grade, we had another music teacher here who taught the 6th grade bands way back when. So she had him for her 6th grade year. And then 7th grade, she was in Georgia, and then 8th grade, she came back, and that's when I had her in my bands. And so 8th grade on through her senior year, I've had her as my student, and she has always been the quiet one. But I've seen her come out of her shell and grow into her own maturity, and she has this a job, and she comes in and talks to me about her job, and I love the little conversations about, such and such people came in this week and did this not so smart thing, but it's always great talking to her. She, again, like I said, she is mature beyond her years. I know she's going to do great things. She'll be at IUPUI next year, so both she and Jen are close to us, so hopefully I'll get to see them next year. Maybe they can make it to a concert or two. But both, Taylor is also she's on the softball team. She is in National Honor Society. She's even the salutatorian this year. So she's done great things. And again, we know that she's going to do great things from this point forward. And I just hope that being in the bands has played a small little role in both Jen and Taylor's growing up, in their maturing. And I know that they've had an impact on me and on the band program and on all of the students. And I hope that we have left that same impact on them. So they will both be missed, but the door is always open. There's always a chair for you guys in the band room, in our small little space. There'll always be a little slice of home there for you. So without further ado, I'd like to play for you our final piece of the year. This one is called Fanfare and March to the Launching Pad from A Day in Space. I chose this piece because I thought that it was a fitting end to the year. It's a nice, short, celebratory piece that I loved the metaphor of preparing for the launch into space. Isn't that what high school is all about? It's preparing for your launch into the world. So we are all on that slow march, learning what we can and finding our interests and specializing in the things that we can as we go through our high school years. And then graduation, that's your launch, out into the world. So I thought that this was a fitting metaphor for our final concert of the year. I hope you guys all enjoy this performance. The virtual performance series has been a wonderful outlet for us to get music into your homes when we're not able to put them in our gymnasiums or at the University of Indianapolis in concert format. So I hope that you've all enjoyed this. It's possible that we'll try and do something like this in the future. Not all the time, because live concerts is what we really like. But I'd like to make sure that we're still putting music in your homes throughout the next several years. So we hope you enjoy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of all of this. This is Fanfare and March to the Launching Pad.